We're now joined by senior Rennia Davis, and we'll take the first question from Jordan.
Hey, Rennia, they read the bracket and it's MTSU. How quickly did your mind go to your former teammate, Anastasia Hayes, and what do you feel like that matchup's going to look like against her?
Well, it honestly went there pretty quickly, but, you know, it just is what it is. She's a good player, but at the end of the day, I don't really care who we playing against. We made the tournament, and I'm excited about the seed that we have, and I'm excited about the path. Although a tough path, I'm excited about, you know, our road to the championship game. So I'm just excited to be in the tournament.
Chloe.
Hey, Rennia, you know, your senior season in the NCAA tournament, can you just talk about how much this means to you and how important this is for you?
It means a lot, honestly. Not really being sure. It's just my freshman year that we were gonna make the tournament, and then last year everything ended early because of COVID, not even having an NCAA tournament. So just being able to get that quick turnaround this year and being able to get out there and play in front of everybody. We're all going to be in Texas. It's going to be a fun experience for me. I'm excited to end my college career, you know, in the NCAA tournament.
Ben?
Rennia, what needs to happen to make sure that it's not a short stay in the NCAA tournament?
You know, Ben, I'm just going to do, you know, what I've been doing, whatever this team needs me to do that day, whether that's score, defend, rebound, all of the above, be a great teammate from the bench. You know, just whatever I need to do, just continue to encourage my teammates and just speak to them positively, you know, but also be realistic and let everybody know, you know, it is win or go home. So we do have to get out there and handle business. You know, nobody's going to give us anything. So just a mixture of positivity, but also being realistic and let everybody know, you know, how important each game is.
Nicholas?
Obviously, this has been an extremely unusual season, just in terms of all the protocols you guys have had to follow and playing in arenas with limited to no fans. Just, you know, when you were watching the selection show and seeing Tennessee's name come up, was that perhaps the most normal thing that's happened this year? And perhaps the most rewarding thing that, despite everything that you guys have had to have gone through, including multiple COVID pauses, that you've reached the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, this season, like you said, has been crazy. A lot of things that we were just unsure about, but I know one thing we were sure about was that we were going to make the NCAA tournament this year, and I feel like we handled our business during the regular season and during the conference season so that we can put ourselves in a good position today. So, I mean, I'm just super proud of what we've been able to do so far this season, and this tournament is going to be fun for sure.
Maria?
Rennia, there's a lot of time that you have to spend in a hotel, particularly on this particular trip, as everybody has to go through the protocol of no positive test. What kind of things can you do in a hotel room to keep yourself alert and do you read books, music, television? What do you do with all of that downtime?
You know, Maria, you always come with the questions that is gonna make me think a little bit. But I'm about to be chilling, enjoying some me time. I need that as a person. I'm probably gonna bring I got a miniature basketball goal. I'll probably bring, because we plan on being down there for a while, so I don't want to get bored in the hotel room. And then I won't be able to be around my teammates and stuff, so we can't really play cards or anything interactive. So I'm probably about to be sleeping a lot, honestly, resting, recovering. Like I said, playing a little bit of basketball, probably watching some Last Chance U. I just started that. So just really chilling and enjoying my own company.
Will?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much you've been able to look over MTSU's roster, how much you know of it, but you guys have a pretty significant height advantage after the gauntlet that is the SEC and the quality of post play there. Is that something you guys are kind of excited about taking advantage of?
I'm sorry, Will, were you referring to MTSU?
Yeah, MTSU and the height advantage that you guys have over them.
Oh yeah, I was unaware of the height advantage, but you know, we don't really look at those things. I feel like we've had a height advantage throughout the season against majority of the teams we played, especially but really at both, at the guard position and the post position. So, you know, it's just gonna be be another game that we just got to go out there and just execute and just play our game.
Jimmy?
Renee, what was your feeling like last year, if you can remember the day you learned they canceled the NCAA tournament?
Oh man, it was a lot of different emotions. It was tough. It was tough. But I feel like we were at a point where I don't think we were sure about where we were gonna go in the tournament last year. And I'm not saying that I'm glad that the season ended how it did, but we just weren't sure. And this year I felt much better going into the selection show, because once again I felt like we did what we needed to do in the regular season to just kind of solidify our spot in the tournament. So I mean, compared to last year, this year I felt much more confident in, where we were going to be placed at in the tournament.
Also, there have been a number of teams on the men's side that weren't able to finish their conference tournament because of COVID. And then Gino Auriemma has COVID. And I wonder if that kind of gets more of your attention that, hey, we still have to be careful. This thing's not over with. We still have to make sure this doesn't hit us.
Yeah, it always crosses my mind every day, just because COVID has been so huge here recently. It's the reason why our season was canceled last year. So obviously we want to be following the protocols and doing whatever we can do to ensure that we at least can step out on the court and give ourselves an opportunity to win the game. We don't want to let something like COVID, prohibit us from potentially winning the game. So
Howard?
Renee, Howard Magdal at the Next. Congratulations on the tournament bid. I'm wondering, when you looked at the bracket come out, obviously, there are stars on every team, but you can go up and down this region and you can see players who are going to be alongside you in the WNBA draft. You can see players who were talked about in all the major awards, Clark and Beckers and Nas Hillman. I wonder whether there's an added spark to know you're going to be in a region among these top players and having the opportunity to show what you can do among them and against them.
Well, Howard, like you said, it stars everywhere. College basketball, to me, especially for women's, is one of the greatest stages, that we can play on. I feel like it's the most competition as well. I mean, every team has great players. I'm not in particular, too focused on any team or any superstar. We have superstars on this team, in my opinion. So it's going to be all about matchups to me. And once again, we're going to get out there and just play our game regardless of who we're playing. That doesn't really matter to me.
Jordan?
Renee, you said after the Auburn game, and I'm going to quote you, I feel like this postseason will show people the reason why I did stay. What are you hoping as a team and as an individual to show people?
I said that after the Auburn game?
Yeah, after your senior day. It was when Maria had asked you about why you stayed at Tennessee.
Yeah, I just have a lot of love for this program. And I always say, even if I don't reap all of the benefits of getting this program back on track, maybe in a few years, they could say that I was the one that helped lay the foundation. I'm the one that stuck around and helped these younger players and gave them the correct mindset and, just taught them really how to lead. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about having great leadership throughout the team. And I just really love this program. So that's the biggest thing for me. And that's really why I stayed.
Just a quick follow-up. Does that give you comfort just knowing that, they kind of say you're judged based on how you leave the place behind, but kind of no matter really what happens in this NCAA tournament, you will have left Tennessee better than you found it?
Not really comfort because I still want to, I still have games left to play in my collegiate career. I still want to go into the tournament and do something. I still want our team to get back to, if we can get back to Tennessee basketball right now in this postseason, I would love that. But everything happens for a reason, and my timing is not always God's timing. So I just gotta trust the process and know that I put in the work, and and lay the foundation, regardless of how things go. But obviously, I do want to get out in the tournament and make some moves.
Kellyanne.
Hey, Rennia, congratulations. Kelly Harper mentioned the 2-week break being beneficial for you guys, not just physically, but mentally. How did you find that break to benefit you?
Yes, thank you first. But a break. So I used to be one of those people who I never like to take off days. I never like to rest my body. I always felt like people were getting one up on me if I wasn't in the gym or something like that. But in my senior season, I've learned, maybe with maturity, maybe with growth, breaks are necessary. I've learned that for my body physically, for my mind mentally, for myself spiritually and emotionally. So I've really taken this time to just breathe a little bit. Obviously, we've still been practicing, still been lifting, still been playing basketball, but don't really have to worry about, the intensity of a game coming up tomorrow or the next day or something like that. I can kind of just focus on myself and just getting better in these past 2 weeks. So it's been great for me.
And we'll wrap it up with one final question from Zach.
Rennia, congratulations again. Just kind of following up a little bit on what Maria touched on. You guys had a ton of downtime there on that A&M road trip there. What did you kind of do to entertain yourselves down there? And did you find yourself playing that on that mini basketball set there down there, or what do you kind of do to use that mini basketball? Is it one-on-one? Is it horse? What are you kind of doing? Where's the rivalry lie? This is the we're digging deep here. We're going we're breaking things down here on the mini basketball court. Break it down for me. Who's is there like a top mini basketball player on this team? What are you doing with that thing?
Yeah, we digging pretty deep there, Zach. Actually, I just got the mini basketball when I had to go into isolation for COVID last month. When we were in Houston, we were able to do some more team-oriented things. Obviously, the tournament coming up is going to be much more isolated. So I'm just going to be playing against myself out there in Texas. So it's going to be fun. I'll probably win. But, yeah, it's just going to be fun. I'll just get some me time, work on some stuff. I can dunk on that one. So I have fun, just by myself. Just have fun.
Thank you, Rennia.
Yes,
and
thank
we'll
y'all.
have Cassie join us shortly.